Searching for Pat Olsen, an abridged oral history of HMV Polo Park. Thank you to Sean, Taylor, Lissy, and Jonathan for your memories and stories. Hey buds and former colleagues, I'm doing an art project about yearning, and I was thinking about how I will never be cooler than when we worked together at HMV in 2005. I was yearning, I guess, for that feeling, like where I was so sure of so much and felt so extremely cool. Would you consider sharing a memory about HMV that I could turn into a fun DIY art project? I have so many memories and so many involve you all. Like, do you remember how the record that no one fought over us playing was Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway? Like, everyone was totally fine with it playing at any time. Do you remember how Glenn used to make us listen to the Sister Act 2 soundtrack at closing? Hope everything in your lives is perfect, aside from the garbage fire that is the pandemic. I remember our times together with extreme fondness and think about something HMV related daily. To date, HMV was my favorite job I've ever had, worst pay, best people, and the most fun I've ever had. I remember and still listen to Breakaway. Every time I hear a song from Breakaway, I'm totally transported back to our HMV days. I remember the feelings, not the facts. I truly remember the feeling of being so cool working at HMV. The feeling of blasting music, opening up the store, putting everything neatly in its place, balancing an insanely high stack of CDs in hand under your chin, which always reminded me of that scene in Cinderella of the mouse balancing a high stack. Do you all remember the brief reign of assistant manager Nelson? I had to step in when he was telling a customer that he was unaware of an artist named Duran. I ran into him at Silver City a month or so after he disappeared during the Christmas cash drop theft of 2005, and he told me he had become a cop. His evidence was that he was wearing a sweatshirt that said RCMP. I remember him. Weren't him and his brother working overnight that time at Christmas when all that cash went missing? That's him. His catchphrase was, "I gotta take a crunch," and then he would step away for an hour-long shit in the back room bathroom. I absolutely remember that. Remember that dude who was the bartender at the Tijuana Yacht Club who came to be our assistant manager? Jamie? Yes. One time he brought a box of protein bars to the office and put a Post-it note on it that said, "Jamie's, do not touch." So after his shift, I put it inside a bunch of boxes, within boxes, within boxes, all taped them up, and then put the Post-it note back on it and put it on the shelf. Loved that guy. Casey and I would always play the Weezer B-side, Jamie, in the store when he started his shifts, but he never got the reference. He sent me a random Facebook message months ago asking for medical advice for his dog. And it's like, seriously, I haven't talked to you in years. And you think he could just hit me up for free vet advice? In 2019, after 12 or so years of never hearing from him, he wished me a happy Father's Day in a DM. When I responded, it turned out to be a sales pitch for his wife's photography business. I just remember the slinky feeling on your fingers at the end of a shift, having touched so many dusty CDs that haven't been touched by so many other hands. I must have been 17 when I started working there, because I remember going out with you all for my 18th birthday at the Tijuana Yacht Club, probably. I will always yearn for this time, these people, this place. John says it's a Victoria's Secret now. Oh well.